You know, I still get chills thinking about that night at the Grand Regency Ballroom in Chicago, back when I was just trying to do some good in the world. Yeah, me Dr. Aisha Thompson, showing up in my simple black gown for what was supposed to be the highlight of my career, a fancy charity gala raising funds for heart research, and bam, right out of nowhere, this entitled hurricane named Olivia Harrington comes storming at me like I'm some thief crashing her party. She slaps me hard across the face with those massive emerald rings, drawing blood that stings like fire, and hisses, "Get this lowlife out before she ruins everything for real people." While her wine glass shatters on the floor, sending shards everywhere, I drop to my knees, my hands cut up, and she's grinding her stiletto into the mess, spitting, "Stay down. You don't belong here with us." The whole room, packed with Chicago's elites sipping $1,000 champagne, just freezes, phones out, but nobody moving. And I'm there bleeding, thinking, how did my big donation night turn into this nightmare? It all stemmed from her deep-seated grudge. You see, Olivia's family ran the Harrington Foundation, this powerhouse charity built on her dad's image as a philanthropist, but behind the scenes, it was all about control, keeping funds in safe, white neighborhoods, rejecting grants for inner-city clinics because, as I'd later learned from leaked emails, they saw folks like me as risky investments. She'd spotted me near the auction table, assumed I was staff, or worse, some outsider eyeing the silverware. Fueled by years of her dad's subtle biases, she'd amplified into outright hate jealousy too. Maybe, since word was spreading about my work saving kids with heart defects in underserved communities, stealing her spotlight. As I kneel there, napkin to my cheek, she dumps my purse, scattering my Johns Hopkins diploma, my White House commendation for cardiology breakthroughs, and stomps on my fingers with that heel crack. The pain shoots up like lightning, but I bite it back, cataloging the fractures in my mind like any surgeon would. "Oops, clumsy me," she giggles, while her cronies nod like, "You showed her, Liv." And the live stream from some blogger in the corner starts blowing up, viewers climbing from dozens to thousands, comments raging about hate crimes in high society. Security edges in, hesitant because the Harringtons own half the city's event spaces, but Olivia's screaming, "Call the cops, she's faking everything, look at these phony creds." And I'm just gathering my papers, heart pounding, knowing in 10 minutes I'm supposed to be up there speaking, announcing my $40 million pledge to fix the very inequalities her family perpetuated. Then the doors fly open, and in rushes Edward Harrington, her father, Ty Askew from traffic, yelling, "Aisha, sorry I'm late." The gridlock was murder. Only to stop dead, his face going ghost white at the blood, the broken glass. Me on the floor like some discarded rag. "What the hell happened here?" he demands, and Olivia beams. "Daddy, I saved the gala. This intruder's trying to scam us, probably carrying who knows what diseases from her side of town." But Edward's eyes lock on my ID badge, then on me, and he whispers, "Olivia, do you even know who this is?" Dr. Aisha Thompson, chief cardiologist at City General, the woman donating millions tonight, the keynote speaker you were meant to introduce. The room gasps, phones buzzing with viral alerts, and Edward kneels beside me, ignoring the mess on his tux, saying, "Dear God, Aisha, what has she done?" But he doesn't stop there. Oh no, he turns to her with this mix of fury and shame. "And 15 years ago, when you were 10 and your heart was failing from that congenital defect, 3 specialists gave up on you, said it was too late. But one doctor fought for hours, rebuilt your valve with her own hands. That was Aisha. Liv, she saved your life, and you just called her trash while breaking the fingers that held your heart." Olivia crumples like a house of cards, whispering, "No, she can't be. Look at her. Her racism spilling out raw." But the irony hits like a thunderclap, especially with that old photo I pull from my bag, little Olivia post-surgery, hugging me tight, her crayon drawing saying, "Thanks for fixing my heart. I want to be like you someday." The foundation's dirty secrets unravel too. My quick tablet pull-up showing biased grants, all white boards, patterns of exclusion that bred her hate. Edward's face crumbles, knowing his quiet tolerance let this monster grow. I stand then, pain be damned, and lay out options like a surgeon's plan. Prosecute her fully, watch her rot in federal prison for hate crimes while the foundation tanks. Or reform under DOJ watch, boot her out, freeze her trust, force her into community service at my clinic. He signs on the spot for total overhaul diversity mandates, victim funds, her name ironically funding the Olivia Harrington Heart Equity Center for kids from her side of town, and as she sobs, "Daddy, fix this," he snaps, "You've broken enough," while the live stream hits hundreds of thousands, turning our nightmare into a national reckoning on elite racism. Fast forward 2 years, and that ballroom's hosting inclusive events now. The foundation's a model for change, minority hires up triple, discrimination complaints vanished, and Olivia? She's in med school, volunteering at my ward, holding kids' hands during pre-ops, whispering, "Dr. Thompson saved me too. You'll be okay, redeemed, or at least trying." But here's where it gets tricky, folks. Was mercy the right call, letting her off with service instead of jail? Or did we let privilege win again by not crushing her completely? It changed me, made me Surgeon General advisor, but I still wonder if full justice would have sparked even bigger waves. What do you think? Should we always aim for redemption, or sometimes just let the hammer fall? Drop your stories below about facing bias in fancy circles, or how you'd handle that kind of betrayal. Like, subscribe if this hit home, and share. Your voice could be the next spark for change.